You know, it's the one thing that has bothered me is seeing people wrap politics up into this. Uh, I'm disappointed to see, like, it's aggravating seeing people on conservative news try to identify with me like I'm one of them. It's aggravating seeing certain musicians and politicians act like we're buddies and act like we're fighting the same struggle here, like that we're trying to present the same message. You know, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and I've tried to be polite to everybody, and I've talked to hundreds of people the last 2 weeks. But it seems like certain people want to just ride the attention of this song to maybe make them their own selves relevant, and that's aggravating as hell. The other thing that I find aggravating is, well, you know, like, it was funny seeing my song in the. It was funny seeing it at the presidential debate, because it's like I wrote that song about those people, you know. So for them to have to sit there and listen to that, that cracks me up. But it was funny kind of seeing the response to it. Like, that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden, you know? It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden. That song's written about the people on that stage, and a lot more too, not just them, but definitely them.
This is a singer who goes by the name Oliver Anthony, who sung Richmond north of Richmond.
Every once in a while, justice is served. In a world, in a country rather, that is so filled with grifters and opportunists and savages, just greedy capitalists that care nothing about anything else other than their own profit and fame. Greedy capitalists in right-wing media. Greedy capitalists in progressive left-wing media. All about that money, money, money. So, all these right-wingers running around, rich man, north of Richmond, burr, 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 burr. And then the very same people he's talking about in the Republican Party, these wealthy elites, Swami and DeSantis and every single one of them. We didn't even see a single normal person in that entire debate. Just a bunch of greedy swamp creatures of different varieties and flavors, right? They want to get up there with their awkward little pence up there. Yeah, that's a good song. Yeah, right. You know, we're all, America's sick of the Marxism and the socialism. No, they're sick of your bullshit. And I don't mean just them. I mean all of it, right? You got the Democrats playing their games, the excuse party, giving us crumbs and excuses and relying on, oh, well, you know, we're better than the other party, right? You don't want Trump to be president, do you? Right? Giving us just enough that they feel they can get enough votes for them to win. That's it. Just crumbs, right? Playing their little games, little excuses, the fake progressive squad, and on and on and on. And then you have the most fake of them all, the Republican Party. A troll party in 2023. That's all they are now. Just a bunch of trolls. It's all about owning the libs. And I think the polls show that's what their voters want. While people are suffering without health care, people are, you know, just being destroyed by inflation, right? But what is the focus of the Republican Party and their voters, apparently? Owning the libs, right? We want to see those liberal tears. Oh, look at them. Oh, look, they're all upset. Look at the liberals. As your parents die because of lack of health care, as your mother works herself literally to death just trying to make ends meet, we're worried about woke this and woke that and M&Ms. And then you got these bullshitters in the Republican Party pretending like they're the solution when they're not much different than the corporate Democrats, right? You got the corporate Democrats and the corporate Republicans, the establishment. Then you have the Democratic Party surrogates, the fraud squad, there to get the progressive votes. Then on the Republican side, you have the absolute worst of the worst, the Freedom Caucus clown show, right? The ones who are all in on being social media influencers. That's what it, political influencers. That's what it is. How many clicks? How many shares did I get? Oh my goodness! Look how many views I'm getting. Oh my goodness! Now I'm gonna start a podcast. Donald Trump got his mugshot, and we stand in solidarity with Donald Trump. So I did my own mugshot. Look at us. We're all doing mugshots. Donald Trump, zip your pants down. Woo! Richmond, North of Richmond. Bunch of fraud bullshitters. Normally, somebody like that, with all the attention and this, they would focus on their own self-interest. And even knowing that the song was written about these fake politicians, normally what an American would do, unfortunately it's a culture thing, greed. Normally what an American would do is pretend to be with them. Like, when I wrote the song, I was thinking about Joe Biden, right? And then you try to get on Fox News, you try to get on the Daily Wire, and all the usual suspects. But props to this guy for having integrity and standing his ground and being true to himself and what he stands for. He wrote a song with a certain meaning. All these opportunists try to jump on the song and try to make it their own. And he had the guts to stand up and say no. So let's watch him vanish into thin air. Let's watch all these right-wingers just disown him and stop talking about Richmond, North of Richmond. Just like they abandoned the MAGA granny from January 6th, right? Oh, they put their granny in prison! And then when she, like this man, had some integrity and stood up and spoke out, all of a sudden those clowns didn't want to talk about MAGA granny anymore. Interesting how that works. And when the Republican police officer gets assaulted on January 6th, all these freedom of speech people, all of them, ran so far away from him. Not a single one of them would speak to him. Right? They'll go online and say all kind of stuff. Oh, the defense did it, and this and that, da, 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 da. But the police officer, who they all pro-police, the police officer, Republican police officer, who got assaulted severely on January 6th, all the freedom of speech clowns avoided him like the plague. Frauds, all of them. Props to Richmond, North of Richmond. Nice.